Stoicism has long been a lighthouse for people seeking inner peace and resilience. Its principles of control, virtue, and emotional equanimity help people get through life's ups and downs. This ancient philosophy, praised for its usefulness and depth, teaches us to tell the difference between what we can change and what we must accept. But is there a hidden strength in ignoring its teachings every once in a while and exploring the realms? Beyond its Stoic walls, what deep insights and transformations await those who dare to step off the well-worn road and embrace the full range of their emotions and thoughts? One famous Stoic philosopher, Marcus Aurelius, said, "The happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts." But could we find more happiness by letting ourselves question and explore? Besides the ideas that Stoicism says we should try to control, how can embracing our emotional depth, becoming more flexible, and seeing the world through the eyes of empathy and openness help us grow and make our lives more satisfying? Moving away from strict adherence to Stoic principles doesn't mean giving up on them. Instead, it means growing our philosophical and spiritual understanding. It's an invitation to make our lives better by seeing things from different points of view, enhanced emotional intelligence, and a never-ending interest in the human condition as we look into what it means to break away from Stoicism. Let us think, could the truest form of strength not just lie in Stoic resilience, but in our ability to grow, change, and embrace the vast tapestry of human experience? How might being open to new ideas and ways of living lead us to a life of greater peace, happiness, and success? Stay with us until the end of the journey, and don't miss any of the lessons or milestones in today's journey. Each lesson or milestone has important lessons to help you live a more fulfilling life. Are you ready to start the journey today? Emotional stability and toughness are seen as pillars of strength in the Stoic tradition. They help people get through the rough parts of life with a calm mind. On the other hand, the path to personal growth sometimes leads us down a less traveled path where we can discover the full range of our emotions. Embracing our emotional depth and stepping away from the Stoic discipline can reveal a power within us that is unmatched and that makes our lives better in profound ways. For example, someone who is strictly Stoic might try to hide their grief or joy because they think it will disturb their tranquility. But what if that person let themselves fully experience these emotions, recognizing both the pain of loss and the beauty of love and attachment? This kind of vulnerability is not a weakness, but a strength that can lead to deeper connections with others and a more nuanced appreciation of life's fleeting moments. Seneca, a famous Stoic philosopher, once said, "The heart is strengthened by sorrow." Could he have been implying that we need to fully experience our emotions instead of just controlling them? By embracing our emotions, we don't reject Stoicism, but rather add to its wisdom by understanding the human experience in a more complete way. When you let yourself fully experience all of your feelings, good and bad, how do you feel? Do you find that it makes your relationship stronger, more real and satisfying? Thinking about these questions can help us see how important emotional depth is in our lives. Another real-life example is the happiness we feel when we see other people succeed. Stoicism teaches us to not care about outcomes, but there is undeniable value in fully experiencing happiness and pride in successes. Though this doesn't make us slaves to our feelings, it does mean that we accept them as a part of the human experience. Marcus Aurelius, another pillar of Stoicism, said, "The happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts." If we choose to be emotional, we can still follow the Stoic principle of mindful reflection and make sure our thoughts lead to a deeper, more compassionate understanding of our lives and the lives of others. This is the greatest power of all. May indeed lie in not strictly following any philosophy, Stoicism included, when it means discovering the full extent of our emotional capacity. Embrace your emotions because they are the key to a life full of meaningful relationships, personal growth, and a deep appreciation for the beauty of life. Number 2. More empathy and kindness. At the heart of Stoicism is a deep respect for the Stoics' lack of concern for outside events. A philosophy that teaches the value of focusing on what we can control and detaching from what we cannot yet. There's an untold power in revisiting this principle, especially when it comes to the cultivation of empathy and compassion. When we allow ourselves to momentarily step back from our Stoic disposition, we uncover a deeper capacity to connect with others, to truly understand and share in their feelings. Take, for instance, the story of a community leader who practiced Stoicism to maintain balance and resilience. While these traits helped in decision-making and personal peace, they noticed a gap in truly connecting with the emotional needs of their community. By consciously choosing to engage more openly with the feelings of others, to listen and empathize, without immediately recourse to solving or dismissing the emotional aspect, they were able to foster a sense of genuine understanding and support within the community. This shift not only strengthened bonds, but also encouraged a more empathetic and compassionate approach to leadership. Epictetus, a famous Stoic philosopher, once said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we can listen twice as much as we speak." Could this not be a reminder of how important it is to truly hear and understand how others are feeling? It shows that Stoicism, which focuses on reason and control, doesn't stop people from deeply engaging with the emotional lives of others. For example, when a friend tells you about a problem, do you listen or argue? Thinking about how we responded can help us see how empathy can change our relationships. Marcus Aurelius once said, "What's bad for the swarm is bad for the bee." This reminds us that the well-being of our community directly affects our own. In essence, stepping back from Stoic indifference to cultivate empathy and compassion can be a profound source of strength. It enhances our ability to connect, to understand, and ultimately to support one another through the complexities of life. This approach does not weaken our Stoic virtues, but rather enriches them, offering a more comprehensive path to personal and communal well-being. Third, challenges help you grow as a person. How often have you stood in front of the mirror of your beliefs and asked yourself if the beliefs you hold so dear are really supporting your growth? On the path to self-discovery, there are times when questions and challenges shake us to the core of what we think we know. This is especially true for people who have found comfort and strength in Stoicism. Taking a step back, even if it's just a little, can be scary, but it's in this space of doubt and openness that personal growth takes root. Think of the story of a person who follows the principles of Stoicism and finds themselves at a crossroads during a major life event. This event could be anything that shakes the foundations of their existence, like a job change, a personal loss, or even a global crisis. At first, they try to keep things in balance by focused only on what they can control, but they quickly learn that recognizing their weakness is more important. Not only does their fear and insecurity help them feel better, but it also changes them. It becomes clear that emotional growth isn't about hiding feelings, but about accepting and working through them. Nelson Mandela, a person who isn't usually linked to Stoicism but who embodies its strength, said, "I learned that courage is not the absence of fear but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear." Mandela's insight shows both the Stoic way of dealing with inner struggles and the power of facing and embracing your fears instead of denying them. How do you face your fears? Do you hide them behind Stoic indifference, or do you dare to acknowledge them and face them head-on, letting yourself be vulnerable? This kind of introspection can show you that personal growth isn't linear, but is full of the complexities of our emotions. Taking on challenges and leaving the safety of Stoicism can bring out a deep strength within us. It lets us explore the depths of our humanity and realize that being vulnerable is not a weakness, but a way to connect with others and with ourselves. Michelle Obama said, "It's hard to lead from a place of fear. You have to lead from a place of hope. Leading with hope requires us to face our weaknesses, question our tough exteriors, and find strength in the very parts of ourselves we thought were weaknesses as we navigate the complexities of life. How will you choose to grow? Will you cling to the safety of what you know, or will you dare to explore the unknown as we try to live a peaceful, happy, and successful life by turning problems into chances to grow? Let us remember that the most powerful thing we can do is often face and accept our true selves. Beyond any philosophy, what do you think about this lesson? Your thoughts could help someone, so please share them in the comments. Number 4. Increased emotional intelligence. As you work to improve yourself, emotional intelligence shines like a light, shedding light on ways to connect and understand ourselves and others better. Stoicism, which teaches us to be good through reason and discipline, often tells us to hold back our bad feelings in order to find inner peace. But could there be a deep strength in letting ourselves fully experience and navigate our emotions? Could taking a step back from this stoic restraint lead to a better intuitive understanding of our emotional landscapes, leading to higher emotional intelligence and better mental health? Think about Maya, a dedicated Stoic who was having a hard time with the complexities of grief. Stoicism taught her to stay calm and look at her loss through the lens of reason, but it wasn't until she let herself fully immerse herself in her grief and feel all of its depths and nuances that she started to heal through her emotions. Taught Mir very important lessons about humanity, strength, and the variety of human experience. Lessons that made her emotionally intelligent a lot better. One of the most famous Stoics, Marcus Aurelius, said, "Don't explain your philosophy, embody it." This could be seen as a call to not just think about our emotions, but to really experience and understand them. This deep understanding can lead to more authentic connections with others and a more fulfilling life. How do you relate to your emotions? Do you see them as problems that need to be solved or as opportunities to grow? A famous psychologist named Daniel Goleman talked about how important emotional intelligence is for both personal and professional success. He said that emotional intelligence, that is, the ability to control your own emotions and understand the emotions of others, is a key part of leadership, relationships, and happiness. As we go through the complicated things in life, let us think about the power that lies in embracing our full emotional spectrum. This does not mean abandoning Stoic principles entirely, but rather integrating them with a more nuanced approach to our emotions. Such integration can lead to a richer, more balanced life where emotional intelligence guides us toward more meaningful connections and a deeper sense of well-being. Number 5, critical thinking and openness to change. In a world that is always changing, it is important to be able to think critically and be open to new ideas. Stoicism, which has a long history of teaching people to be strong and good in hard times, people have always believed in timeless knowledge, but questioning or even rejecting its principles is not a betrayal. It's a sign of growth. So how can we find the balance between following Stoic virtues and being open to new ideas and perspectives? Think about the story of an experienced executive who knows a lot about Stoicism, but is facing a rapidly changing industry landscape. This executive used to find comfort in Stoicism's ideas of predictability and control, but now has to deal with the limits of these ideas in a digital era marked by uncertainty. Rapid creation, by starting to think critically, they start to question. Lon believed that leaders should change the way they lead to support creativity, new ideas, and adaptability. This change not only takes the company to new heights, but it also helps them grow as people and in their careers. Something Seneca, someone famously said, "It is a rough road that leads to the heights of greatness." This sentence emphasizes how important it is to see problems and unknowns as chances to learn and grow. It also says that to be great, we often have to leave our comfort zones, questioning our beliefs and being open to change. How often do we stop to think about our beliefs and the ideas that guide our lives? Are we ready to change our minds when new information or points of view come up? Considering these questions can start a journey of emotional and intellectual growth that helps us understand ourselves and the world around us in a more complex way. People like Marie Curie, who said, are great examples of how to think critically and be open to change. Nothing in life is to be feared, it's only to be understood. Now is the time to understand more so that we may fear less. These words perfectly capture the idea of accepting change, not as something to be fought, but as a chance to learn more and feel less uncertain. As we strive for a peaceful, happy, and successful life, let us remember the power that lies in questioning, being open to change, and always seeking knowledge. We'd love to hear what you think about this subject as you think back on your trip. What role have critical thinking and being open to change played in your life? Are you ready to face the unknowns and chances of the future with an open mind? Please share your insights in the comments section. Number 6. Flexibility in thought and action. Being able to change the way we think and act is a very important skill that helps us adapt and thrive in a world that is always changing. Stoicism, which focuses on inner peace and accepting things we can't change, is a solid foundation. However, there is an untapped strength in letting go of Stoic rigidity and navigating the world with a more flexible mindset. How can letting go of this rigidity improve our lives and give us the flexibility we need to handle the demands of modern life? Let's look at the story of Alex, a software developer. While Alex liked the Stoic emphasis on calmness and control, the fast-paced nature of the tech industry, with its constant innovations and disruptions, made these values difficult to apply to both work and personal life. It wasn't until Alex embraced flexibility and took a more open and adaptable approach to problem-solving that breakthroughs happened. This change not only helped Alex advance in his career, but it also helped him grow as a person as he learned the value of something. Seneca, one Stoic thinker, said that life is like a play. What counts is not how long it lasts, but how well it is performed. This point of view makes us think about not only how strong our beliefs are, but also how well we handle the different situations that come up in life. How do we change our roles and tactics to deal with the different problems that come up? How often do we find ourselves in situations that require us to deviate from our planned script? Do we stick to our lines, or do we adapt by improvising with creativity and resilience? Being flexible and ready to accept change is not an opposite of Stoic wisdom. In fact, it enhances it by allowing a fuller, more complex experience of life. Bruce Lee's famous saying about flexibility emphasizes its importance even more. Be water, my friend. The skill of being able to change to fit our situations so that we can avoid hitting things. As we navigate the complexities of modern life, developing flexibility in our thoughts and actions becomes not only a way to survive, but also a way to thrive. It lets us deal with life's challenges creatively, welcome change with open arms, and find new ways to solve problems in the pursuit of a peaceful, happy, and successful life. How can we put this principle of flexibility into practice? How might being more flexible with our problems change the way we live, helping us find our best strength in being able to adapt? Number 7. Freedom from dogma. Being able to switch between different philosophies and spiritual beliefs is a form of liberation and a breath of fresh air for the curious soul. Stoicism, with its ideas of resilience, virtue, and control over one's reactions, has been a strong framework for many, but there is a powerful energy in breaking free of its limits and embracing a world full of different points of view. Ives. But what does this freedom bring to our lives? How can breaking away from strict adherence to Stoic doctrines help us understand and experience the world better? Think about Elena, a devoted follower of Stoicism who reached a spiritual crossroads. Her unwavering dedication to Stoic principles had helped her deal with life's ups and downs, but it also left her yearning for something more, a deeper, more colorful engagement with the world. It was her journey. This study didn't make her less respectful of Stoicism. Instead, it made her more compassionate, empathetic, and loving, which made her personal and professional relationships better. A great thinker in Stoicism, Marcus Aurelius, once said, "The universe changes, and our lives are what we think they are." This quote, which is based on the ideas of Stoicism, also hints at the mind's limitless ability to see and understand the world through different views. How might our lives change if we were free to explore this huge intellectual landscape? How often do we push ourselves to leave our mental comfort zones? Do we dare to question, explore, and understand the many ways that people see the human experience? Being open not only helps us grow as people, but it also helps us connect with others more deeply, closing gaps and making our human journey better as a whole. Mahatma Gandhi once said, "Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever." These words have a lot to do with the idea of freedom from dogma. They encourage us to approach life with a sense of wonder and curiosity, always ready to learn, understand, and grow in order to live a peaceful, happy, and successful life. How can we embrace this freedom from dogma? How might exploring a wide range of beliefs and ideas not only broaden our horizons, but also deepen our understanding? This journey of discovery and learning isn't just a way to reach enlightenment for yourself. It's also a way to make the world a better place for everyone. As we've tried to go beyond the Stoic discipline, we've been through the emotional landscapes, depth of understanding, and personal growth. Think critically. Each path showed how to get emotional intelligence, flexibility, and freedom from dogma. A breaking being. Free from the rules of Stoicism can be a great source of strength, giving us a better understanding of ourselves and a more caring relationship with others. As Mahatma Gandhi said, "Be the change you wish to see in the world." How can breaking away from strict adherence to Stoic doctrines help us understand and experience the world better? Think about Elena, a devoted follower of Stoicism who reached a spiritual crossroads. Her unwavering dedication to Stoic principles had helped her deal with life's ups and downs, but it also left her yearning for something more, a deeper, more colorful engagement with the world. It was her journey. This study didn't make her less respectful of Stoicism. Instead, it made her more compassionate, empathetic, and loving, which made her personal and professional relationships better. A great thinker in Stoicism, Marcus Aurelius, once said, "The universe changes, and our lives are what we think they are." This quote, which is based on the ideas of Stoicism, also hints at the mind's limitless ability to see and understand the world through different views. How might our lives change if we were free to explore this huge intellectual landscape? How often do we push ourselves to leave our mental comfort zones? Do we dare to question, explore, and understand the many ways that people see the human experience? Being open not only helps us grow as people, but it also helps us connect with others more deeply, closing gaps and making our human journey better as a whole. Mahatma Gandhi once said, "Live as if you were to die tomorrow, learn as if you were to live forever." These words have a lot to do with the idea of freedom from dogma. They encourage us to approach life with a sense of wonder and curiosity, always ready to learn, understand, and grow in order to live a peaceful, happy, and successful life. How can we embrace this freedom from dogma? How might exploring a wide range of beliefs and ideas not only broaden our horizons, but also deepen our understanding? This journey of discovery and learning isn't just a way to reach enlightenment for yourself. It's also a way to make the world a better place for everyone. As we've tried to go beyond the Stoic discipline, we've been through the emotional landscapes. Depth of understanding and personal growth. Think critically. Each path showed how to get emotional intelligence, flexibility, and freedom from dogma. a breaking. Let us embrace this wisdom and use the lessons we've learned to create a life of peace, happiness, and humanity. This journey leads us to a balance where the lessons of Stoicism are still important. Beyond them, may this exploration help us live with openness, resilience, and an endless capacity for love. If today's journey with the Stoic philosophy has inspired you, please like the video and leave a comment. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future videos we post. Thank you, and see you soon.